daughter. And I'm live streaming because he's live streaming and lying about me, I guess. He says I have BPD, but I really don't. And he has BPD, and he's lying about big parts of his life. And I never really wanted to come public with this stuff because I do love him in a way. I just really don't trust him at all anymore because of all the times he's broken my trust. And so I just figured I would come on here and tell everybody, a little bit about the way he used to treat me. Oh man, I wish I could get in the car because there's water in there. That's okay. Um, well, basically, when I was young, Rogan talked me into having a affair with him. That was the only part of Margaret's post that was true to me, which is why I was concerned that he might have touched her when she was young, although she is lying about me in a lot of other ways that I just guess I won't talk about. But I always wish that she and I would have been friends because he did abuse both of us. I could tell without even knowing her, but she's always bullied me out of public, picked on me, harassed me online. So that's why I defended Rogan in a way earlier. But I want to make it really clear that he did physically, sexually, and psychologically abuse me for years. Every day that we spent together was absolute torture. And the only reason I stayed with him, the only reason I'm with him now is because my other family treat me worse. Margaret has always been worse to me. She's never even been there for me in the remotest crisis. She's always been horrible. And the same with my mom. Every other relative I have has been worse. And so, I don't know how better to put it. If you're wondering why I'm on this road trip at all, it's because I probably have nowhere better to be. My options were not so good. I could sleep on a boyfriend's couch that I knew it wouldn't work out with. Not that I don't love him as a friend, I just can see the future. And I had another best friend in I have another best friend in Florida, but there's no way I could stay with her family because I love her, but her family are jerks. And not all of them, but just some of them. And I don't like watching people abuse kids, so there's no way. Yes, Rogan does actually harass me, and he gets me upset by saying really weird, fucked up stuff, and then turns the camera on and starts gaslighting me. Yeah, I know I do. He doesn't even... Yeah, I'm a Muskogee Indian, and yeah, I am in survival mode at all times, so if you're wondering why I can be totally chill knowing that he's this horrible person who did all this horrible stuff to me, I lived with worse people when I was younger, actually, so this is kind of like, compared to my stepdad, he's like nothing. My stepdad is the worst monster of a human I've ever fucking met. Um, I know, I don't understand. I mean, I do understand why he's talking to them. It's because they're kids in really fucked up family situations. Like the reason that I loved him when I was young, because my mom and stepdad were so much worse. So, like, I can see why kids in a messed up situation would, find him appealing as a person, but I just I mean, he's just like the most dangerous person for those people to gravitate towards, and I can't even speak for sure as to whether he would sexually abuse one of these fans. Yeah, he has that girl snowed. I don't know how to talk her into not talking to him. Um I mean, I can tell her, like, girl, run. I can talk about my experiences with him, but, like, I can't, yeah, I mean, I see exactly why these young kids find him appealing because I did too. And he's, like, such an outsider, so it just seems logical, that to gravitate toward him when you also have nobody else. But the thing is, like, I've traveled all across the country, and there are way better people. There's people that can be a father figure to you, that, have cool taste in movies and music and do drugs, that, aren't going to abuse you as soon as the camera isn't pointed at them. And that's just all he's going to do. If you got close to him the way that you're idolizing, then he would do the same thing to you that he's done to me. Because he hasn't got as much reason to love someone else as his own daughter, and he's treated me this way. And I can't speak for whether Margaret's being honest, but I don't know, she did lie about me a lot, but she's still my sister, and I want to support her any way that is, appropriate. I wish she would apologize to me or something. She did lie to a lot of people about me, but whatever. She really is just like him. She really did say that? That's sweet. I don't know. Well, yeah, I wish we could have been friends. I always wanted that, but it just never seemed to work out. And now I'm not going to be in Mississippi for a minute, so it is what it is. Yeah, I know. The fact that she's so young is so disturbing. I keep asking him to take me to a homeless shelter, but the nearest one this morning was like 200 fucking miles away into the wilderness. And I mean, homeless shelter on the reservation sounds cool, but I'm not, I think it was Dakota reservation. I'm not Dakota, and I'm not actually registered with the government, even though I'm obviously indigenous. Yeah, I thought in Portland they'd be pretty full, but I don't do hard drugs, so maybe I got the edge on some of the other hobos. You know, I don't know how many he has, like, private correspondence with. I heard, like, opposite things about it, like, at different times. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he did show me pictures of these girls, and I was like, why are we looking at this? Like, I don't care if they're pretty, that's fine. Yeah, Rogan is really narcissistic. I think he actually has BPD because he's so obsessed with putting it on me. And that's one of the symptoms of BPD, is to project it on others. Because basically, when you're very mentally ill, you are kind of self-obsessed. You can't see past your own ego enough to observe others clearly. I'm two-spirit. I'm not a lesbian, I'm two-spirit. I don't know if he's a sociopath, because he does have empathy in some circumstances. He's actually not the worst person ever. He's just a complete asshole. Weirdly. I don't know. Sometimes he seems pathetic, but then, like, other times, like, he'll give money to, you know, homeless people, or, like, you know, he cares about the cats genuinely. He sweet talks me with a girly voice? I've never noticed that. Oh, he does it to the cats, too. I don't know. I guess he just thinks it's charming. I guess it is girly. I don't know. I never thought about it as girly. Yeah. Oh, someone asked if I'm from Oklahoma. I'm from Mississippi, but I see where you'd be confused, because I do sound like I'm from Oklahoma. Yeah, I really don't think I have BPD. I do talk to a therapist. When Rogan talked to my therapist, he accused him of having sex with me and then screamed at him that he was going to kill him. So, yeah. I wish it was fake. Oh my god. I've been writing about this for years. Yeah, I wish I had BPD because I've read a lot about it, trying to understand it, because he's accused me of having it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's a Muskogee Nation in Oklahoma. I did visit there, and everyone was pretty cool. I had a really nice time, actually. One of my best friends lives there. I'd love to go back and visit. Oh, stop lying. Oh, yeah, I'm lying. I wish. I fucking wish I was lying. Yeah, I don't know. He has people snowed. I get it, though, because when I was young, I was really obsessed. I have anxiety all the time. I have constant panic attacks unless I smoke weed, but that has nothing to do with Rogan's physical presence. I have that constantly, so I guess I am more anxious around him, especially when he starts getting triggered, because his triggers are so multitudinous. It's really hard to keep track of what not to do. Especially what triggers him is just disagreeing with him. Oh, really? He thought I would go crazy? Oh, yeah, Rogan hits me. Well, he hasn't this time, thank God. I've only ever hit him in self-defense, and usually after he's hit me several times, because I actually have a very good control over my temper, weirdly. I spend a lot of time meditating. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's not super dramatic always, but sometimes. Like today, he wasn't super upset before he put the camera on, but he he just said like some weird stuff about pubic hair, and I was a little nervous and asked him about it, and then he put the camera on suddenly. Yeah, being called a liar doesn't trigger my BPD. It's just that he lies about specific things that he knows will upset me, and then, yeah. Um, there's no really drama with the hot dogs. That was my PTSD being triggered. Basically, my mom would punish me for all kinds of random stuff, like for finishing food too early. I would literally get like beat or screamed at for hours. It was crazy. So this wasn't really Rogan's fault, but I accidentally ate half a hot dog I wasn't supposed to. It was his. And when I realized, I got so upset. I didn't yell at him or anything. I just went to bed because that's my old coping mechanism from early childhood, because my mom wouldn't yell at me if I was asleep. So, and Rogan did try to comfort me through that, actually. So that wasn't his fault at all. Um, yeah, I don't have BPD. I've never been diagnosed with that. Yeah, he said he wished he could send some of the young girls presents for their birthdays and stuff, and I was like, that's weird. You've never sent me any presents for my birthday, and I'm your actual daughter. Um, yeah, I've never been diagnosed with BPD. I've only been diagnosed with PTSD. So, yeah, I'm like not afraid of him really hitting me because, like, I mean, we've been in a million fights, so like it'll suck. So that's why I'm not afraid to argue with him. Like, I know the worst thing he'll do is punch me. And dude, one of his mods is fucking 12. And she's so obsessed with him, he can't do any wrong. I'm sitting here, his actual daughter he abused, telling her to run, and she's like, oh, fuck you. Yeah, yeah, he's just gaslighting me. Yeah, completely gaslighting me. Um, yeah, there are several young girls. How did I survive in the forest? No, I was right next to town. I literally could walk to the store. I walked to my friend's house and smoked weed every day. It was just fun. I loved camping out there. It was nice. Yeah, yeah, this 12-year-old girl should not be interacting with him. Like, I don't care. He talks about all kinds of stuff on his stream, like, and I know that he's weird about them. I just like, I don't know. I mean, I think he's got cool taste and stuff, and he's like, was a great father to me in terms of like molding like my taste in music and art and stuff. Like I can't fault him for that stuff. But then when it comes to like my emotional development, actually caring for me as a person, like he's never been there. And the fact that he's like seeking out, well, not seeking out, I guess they're seeking him out, but like accepting like young proteges and like acting on camera like he's this great person and I'm so crazy. It's just like, and just like I mean, like, it's one thing to talk privately to your own kids about some things, but then, like having an audience of young people, I don't know. I don't know. I just, like, it's just, because it's him in particular, he's so manipulative. And, yeah, I don't know. Oh, well, I'm not the right place. I think dirty jokes are funnier, actually. Sorry. I'm not saying my channel is good for kids. My channel is for adults. I am an erotic artist. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I think that young people who are having problems are definitely attracted to a certain personality type and to certain things, and that's natural if, they're going through, um, yeah, I've been trying to record him, but I didn't even think about it when we got back to this hotel. Like, I should have been recording when he said that stuff, but I didn't think about it. I'm foolish. I'm a fool. Nice, yeah. I think I might be schizophrenic now. I don't know. I do have hallucinations sometimes, but I don't need to be employed. I'm a cartoonist. I own my own business. Dumbass. What's wrong with you? Unemployable. I own my own business, dummy. I should employ you since you're so broke. You're fucking commenting dumb shit on YouTube. Get a life. I'm also disabled. Also. Yeah, I've been trying to like running the map on my phone while I was driving. Yeah, my tattoos are traditional. So what you just said also was racist. I should have brought that up. Sorry, I just thought it was dumb. Yeah, if I won the lottery, I would move away from him certainly. But I don't have a lot of choice in my life right now. No, I do actually have made a living off my work, and right now I have some hard times. But a couple years ago, I had a chef and a chauffeur, so and I paid rent. Yeah, I don't make my money off YouTube. I sell private commissions. I'm a cartoonist and an erotic artist, and I do tattoos and I write songs. Um, but most of my work is on Tumblr, and that's where I make most of my money. Oh wow, that's cool. Hmm. Yeah. Well, did you know that the IQ test is actually like a very racist test? It's designed to value only certain types of intelligence, and you can actually test higher on it if you eat a better breakfast in the morning. It's really just a type of genocide. I don't know. I have to try to get to Portland, don't I? It fucking sucks. I hate doing this. It's so hard to just. I'm not good at like just holding it in or hiding things. Like I'm a very open person, so I don't know. It's been a struggle. I actually dropped out of high school to work because Rogan was disabled and he was going to be homeless if I didn't get a job to support both of us. So that's what I did because I really love the idea of having family, even though I've never had it. And I've made a lot of big sacrifices for people before, hoping that they would be my family, and it never happened. So I just hope someday I find the right people, maybe in Portland. That would be nice. My mouth is so fucking dry right now. He has ankylosing spondylitis, and it causes severe like muscle constriction and like tension in your back. No, I don't have BPD, but I do have ankylosing spondylitis. So I know he's not lying about that. It's very real and extremely fucking painful. When I have flare-ups, they're bad, but nowhere near as bad as his back used to be. He actually used to have a hunchback. Aw, thanks, bros. Aw, you guys are sweet. I don't know about... Rogan can't lock me out at the motel. I have the key. That's hilarious. That's why I brought the key. I knew he would do this. But it's crazy. I've like never been violent toward him unless he hit me first. He has literally less than nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, he's, I don't know, like, yeah, predator. Yeah, I guess so. It's really hard for me to say it because I love him. I don't want to say it at all, but... God, my mouth is so dry. Oh my god, I just want this to all calm down. God, my mouth is dry. This sucks. Aw, I'd love to go to Chicago. We did drive through. Yeah, he has a 12-year-old mod, and she's totally snowed. She won't believe a word against him. I don't know what to say. He's asked me to talk to her privately. I'm like, you're not gonna like what I say. Like, I mean, like, if he just wants to talk about movies and music and shit, like, that's one thing. But then, like, talking to these girls when I know how he's been to me, it's just, like, wrong. Yeah, she's really depressed, and it's sad to me. Because, like, as a woman, you should try to believe what other women say. You know, just in general. That's why I didn't want to dismiss what Margaret said, even though some of what she said seemed made up to me, and she did spread rumors about me, but, like, some things you just, like, don't really want to lie about, and when someone accuses someone, you have to take it really seriously. I haven't flipped yet. Yeah, she is. I wish that she had friends her own age. It really seems like that's all. He said he caught me trying to eat his cat? Really? Oh my god, what the fuck? I have been joking about eating the cats. Dude, I think some of these kids have really abusive parents, and that's why they're always in the chat. Yeah, ankylosing spondylitis is like crazy. It's so painful. When I have flare-ups, it's horrible. It's like I got kicked. Yeah, it's terrible. I did physical therapy with him for an hour every day while we lived together before, because I was so devoted to him. And he just fucking took advantage of me. There's no other way to look at it. I don't know if he's talked to Jelly, like, privately one-on-one. I have no idea. Fuck. I don't know about makeup. Like, I kept it chill earlier because he did apologize, and I didn't really want to get dropped off at a homeless shelter in the middle of nowhere. I just didn't want to have a big blow-up fight or get hit or anything crazy happen, you know? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jelly. I know your family aren't there for you. That sucks. Um, I don't know. Like, I might walk in there and he might try to fuck me up or something, so I'm just chilling out here. Um, I guess I'll film when I walk in to make sure he doesn't do anything, but he might do it anyway. Yeah, he's got like a group chat with them in it. He's claimed that he doesn't talk to them privately one-on-one, but I don't know. Is anyone a mod in here? I've just been watching the chat. Sorry, modding myself. I'm not very professional. I don't usually do this. It's not a format I really like, but I'm kind of like enjoying it at the moment because I'm kind of having an anxiety attack. The super trolls. Oh my gosh. He was so upset someone called the hotel we were at last night. I was like, they didn't kick us out. Yeah, it sucks that Jelly doesn't have parents. That's terrible. I'm really sorry to hear that. It sucks that, because I had the same thing. I didn't have a good parent. My mom was not good to me. My stepdad was horrible to me. No, she's clearly a young girl. There's nothing wrong with being a young girl, but she clearly is one from the way she acts, and that's fine. Um, you know, I was finding it stressful when it was Rogan doing it, but now that I'm on my own, it is kind of soothing to talk to people live. Because I do write about my feelings often, because I love writing. It's my favorite. But this is kind of okay. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, because I'm using him to get across the country, so why would I report him to the police? Also, yeah, I could have. I've thought about it often, actually, because I could testify about things, but I just hate the police. I don't think he deserves to be enslaved because of this. I don't think anyone should be a slave. Oh, she's 14? Oh, sorry, I missed your fucking comment. My bad. Where the fuck? Oh, yeah, okay, I see it all now. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's not like spiraling, I guess. I don't know, maybe. I did get upset this morning for the first time in a really long time, actually. I don't usually cry like that. But he really gets my goat. I mean, they say your parents push your buttons because they installed them. It's so true. I shouldn't be smoking another cigarette. Yeah, what's wrong with not shaving your pits? What the fuck? What, I should buy safety razors? Why? Waste of fucking money. What's wrong with hair? Why does he fucking care? I think I'm in... Wait, am I in Wisconsin? No, I'm in Wyoming. Sorry. Yeah, it was weird. Why does he fucking care what I look like? I'm beautiful. Duh. No one's ever complained before. People be licking that shit. Aw, thanks, dear. We can go on a date sometime if I'm in Chicago. Yeah, it's because he like started doing weird stuff and being a dick to me as soon as we're in the middle of nowhere, so there's no escape. I mean, maybe he could just drop me off at a random shelter, because I don't really do drugs, so, like, I don't, I'm on here, I did my face tats because, I'm mixed race, obviously, and people kept telling me I don't look indigenous, even though I really do. I look like half Indian, according to native people that I speak to every fucking day. So, there's something in Mississippi it was popular to say because people enjoy gaslighting me and discriminating against me there. So, I decided to do them so that no one could tell me to my face I don't look native anymore, because obviously I do. And they're based on the facial markings of the panther, my family animal. And I do all types of art. I design clothing, I sew my own clothing, I do my own tattoos, I do a webcomic. Mm. Oh, wow. No, no, if you're in prison, then legally the United States government owns you as a slave, and I just think that that's wrong. And I don't know, like, there are more dangerous people than Rogan. I have involved the police in child abuse cases that were active. Like, when I met someone, like fans, I've gone home with them and saw they were abusing their children, and I did report them to CPS because not feeding your baby anything but chocolate milk, like, that's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Ruin your kid's health. A 2-year-old that couldn't even talk, like, because all her parents did was lock her in a room. That was horrible to witness. I reported that. I'm not a child right now, so Rogan's not actively assaulting me. So, and I need to get to Portland. I don't know. I did try to talk him into dropping me off at a shelter because I can't deal with this. But the thing is, if he was in prison, they do make you work. And it's slavery. They don't pay you. So, I just think it's wrong. Mm. It's not cultural appropriation to express my own culture. Um, I don't know, pretendian. I don't know. I've never been one of those. I'm the real deal, so I don't try to have an opinion on other people's actions. I think, yeah, Rogan is not that dangerous compared to other people. He's not like a mass murderer. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've met some really dangerous people in my travels, so I'm saying that from a lot of experience. I've seen people get like disemboweled on the sidewalk and shit. So, um, yeah. Yeah, I think that he's crying. Jeez, I'm sorry. Gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really LARPing abuse. I really was abused, but I guess that's between me and my therapist. Um, yes, I'm hardcore as fuck. I think his channel is called Roganautica. Yeah, I think Salted Slug is my sister Margaret. Yeah, I don't know what he really did to her. Some of the stuff she said that happened to me wasn't true, but he did really abuse me in other ways, which I have been talking about for years on my personal blog. Oh, Jelly, don't meet him when you turn 18. That's a recipe for disaster. I mean, unless you want to hook up with him, because that's all he wants. Um, I'm actually married, but I do see other partners. My wife and I are separated right now, unfortunately. Mm. I mean, they're just strangers. They're not going to get me going. I don't really care what strangers think of me. Um, yeah, I'm more like just concerned for these young women who are obsessed with him because it's just not healthy. He's not like a good person or a good father, and he's like presenting himself as like this complete opposite person to what he really is. Those aren't women. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Rogan sounds very emotionally immature a lot of the time, so it makes sense that his work would appeal to young people that are struggling to regulate their own emotions. And that's part of the reason I don't think he's a good influence, because I put a lot of work into calming my mind and finding inner peace that Rogan has never done. And it's really worth getting into meditation and examining yourself and your own actions. Yeah, I don't know why Rogan says that. Like, when he accuses me of lying about something he just did, yeah, I get frustrated, but strangers who weren't there, like, I don't fucking care. Oh, he has to stay strong for the girl he's never met that he wants to hook up with later. Not for me. Artie, I cannot see Larry's comments that you're responding to. It's so funny. What's going on? It's like you're arguing with a ghost. I think that Israel is a settler colonial state that shouldn't exist. I think that it's built on genocide, just like the United States, and that's why the United States is giving them all their money and all of their guns. Yeah, Rogan is a chronic liar. He has big parts of his life he can't be honest about, and that's why I really don't trust him. And I have been saying this all along on my blog and to all of my friends and his friends that I've met. I haven't changed my story one bit, except that sometimes I act chill. And I'm really good at acting chill. So that's why I can enjoy dinner and driving. I love driving. It's so fun. So, yeah, especially I enjoy driving because I don't really trust him. Yeah, he's had everything thrown out of court, so he doesn't have a record for various things. He has done quite a few things. I don't know. A lot of my friends are hoodlums, so I don't really judge like stuff that's minor, like I don't know, stealing beer when he was a teenager from the store. Like, who cares about that sort of stuff? But then like the stuff that he did to me that he has to lie about. No, he's not really on the run. The law is not after him, or they would have caught him, obviously. I don't know if I could even report him to the police and have him arrested for what he did to me, because it was a minute ago, but maybe, because some of it was really serious that I don't really want to talk about here. Domestic violence charge in 2016. I'm trying to think. That could have been from punching my stepdad, but I think that would have been assault. And my stepdad deserved that for 100%. Don't hold that against Rogan. My stepdad earned that. But, there was a thing with his ex-wife Angie, and now I was young, so I don't know if I was really assessing the situation with total accuracy. But to my observation, the police did tell him to keep her in the apartment and not let her out because she was threatening to run into the street in front of a car and kill herself. And he tried to call an ambulance. It was probably his fault that she was upset. Not gonna lie. But he did do exactly what the police said and they arrested him. So I don't know if that was the right call or not. And then the police did abuse him, I think because he's indigenous. They threatened to break his arms, even though he hadn't really done anything especially violent to like warrant that. So he's like always been a very complex person with like a very difficult life as well. So I've tried to be really understanding toward him, and that's why I didn't really want to talk about this stuff publicly. But I just feel like I have to at this point. I'm 28. Did I tear up? I don't think I have. I've been pretty chill. There is a record. Huh. Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, he'd gotten jobs since then, so I always figured he didn't have much of a record, but it makes sense. Yeah, and then the stuff with me, I think, got thrown out of court because I didn't want to pursue it because he was my only family, and without us both working, we both became homeless, and I knew that was going to happen, so I put it off for as long as possible. You're 3 3/4 years older than me? Oh, younger than my usual partners. Yeah. Um, yeah, okay, well that makes sense. I've never done a background check on him. I knew I was there when that happened. And I was a kid. I was like 16, I think. Wait, no, I was 18. You know what? That was me he hit that time. Yeah, okay. So I think the thing with Angie got thrown out of court, like I remembered. And the time with me was when he hit me. Yeah, that's why they let me out of court. I mean, they let me out without a record on my record. Well, yeah, wait, I fucked that up. They let me out without a ding on my record both times I hit him because it was self-defense, and the judge said he earned it. So I'm pretty sure I don't have a record, but I'm not totally sure. I have not tried to apply for a job in a minute. You know, yeah, both of my last jobs I had after that, so I think they might have mentioned it to me. Angry Grandpa. I don't know what that is. Sorry. I don't watch a lot of TV or nothing. I just like meditate and, make my own art and chill out. I really like stand-up. My friend of mine in Ithaca was inviting me over every day to listen to stand-up and get really stoned. So, yeah, that was nice. I miss Ithaca. I had such a good time there. I would love to come back for another summer. I spent 2 summers there, and both were beautiful, wonderful. Best time of my life. Fuck, I'm nervous about going in there. It sucks. I don't want to be here. I wish I'd had him take me to that fucking shelter, but it just seemed dicey. And with people telling me not to go there in the chat, I mean, that makes sense. Like, I know, like, reservations are not the best places, but, like, is where we were at. It was the nearest one, and I don't trust Christians. They weren't Christian, so that's more important than anything. Because I was raised with my native religion, so I can't handle the conversion therapy freaking out. "2012, 2014, and 2016. 2012, I would have been... I think that must have been my stepdad that time. 16. When I was 16, I don't know. That might have been the time with Angie that I described a minute ago. And then the 2016 one, I was 18, so that was me. Christina Mariana. Oh, yeah, nice. I love female comedians. They're the funniest. Yeah, it's okay. My life is entertainment. I just prefer doing it as a webcomic because it's funnier. I don't like focusing on all these horrible, dramatic things, I like to look back on my work and see all the funny times and, the times I got laid and had a great time. So I feel like that's more positive than constantly harping on things, that may or may not have happened or flipping out at people and screaming at them. I mean, I do flip out at people a little bit, but only when it's fun. Yeah, my mom is Muskogee. So like all of my indigenous looks come from Rogan, obviously. Well, not obviously, but my mom is redhead, so I have the red hair and the red skin. So, yeah, so like my great-great-grandmother was 100% Muskogee. So by the time my mom came around, so I was raised by single mothers. That's why I have a crazy accent that everybody notices. So by the time my mom was born, she had a Scottish dad and grandfather and great-grandfather. So she's redhead, but she still has like the cheekbones and the eyes. Like, you can tell. So she's very beautiful. Always wanted to look just like her when I grew up. I'm a little bit... I do not have Muskogee citizenship because my family were not forcibly relocated by the U.S. government. So my great-great-grandmother was an orphan at a young age. Either her parents were enslaved or they were murdered, and I'm not really sure which, so... I assume enslaved because of certain, like, cultural practices my family have. Like, we share a lot of, like, cooking, recipes and stuff with, like, our black neighbors more than our white neighbors. So I don't know if that's just because we're Indian, but... I think I should print my own indigenous currency. I have good ideas, with my face on it, obviously. Aw, Midwest accents are cute. I love all of them, really. I mean, anyone's beautiful. Has to be just the right person, you know? Yes, yes, I really want to print my own currency, because I'm running for president, so I thought it would be right to have my own coins and bills, so I thought I could have $420 bills and 69-cent coins. I thought those would be cool to have at shows and stuff. I don't know if he's changed or not. I really wish I could think so. He's been better on this trip in some ways, but then he does threaten me off camera, and he does lie to strangers on the internet about me so that he doesn't have to face his own behavior, which I think is very childish. I have no problem owning up to anything that I've done, including times I was violent, because he attacked me. So, I guess it's just hard for him to admit that he's not the best person in certain circumstances. I don't know why, because other times he does it freely and it seems like nothing, so I have no idea. I was president. First, I would form my presidential psilocybin mushroom plantations, and I would put all of my ex-boyfriends to work on them. Yes, Emperor Norton is actually a saint in my religion. I am a Discordian. Fuck. I really have to go back in there. That's gay. I mean, homophobic. Or something. Fuck. It sucks. That sucks. Okay. Guys, please bring me peace. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the camera button. Yeah, I didn't really beg him to rescue me from Ithaca. I was actually having a nice time there, and I said he couldn't give me... Actually, I told him not to, because I was waiting on stuff in the mail. Oh, fuck, I have to go to Portland, because I have shit coming in the fucking mail still. I have a crazy skin condition, and I had to work with this leather maker to, like, get me the exact right shit to make fucking moccasins that won't make my feet break out. So I've been walking barefoot everywhere. God, this sucks. April 18th. Yeah, Rogan keeps saying he wants to die all the time and shouldn't have been born, but it's like, why are you, like, putting yourself into these moral situations where you're going to feel worse and worse about yourself? Like, just don't fuck up. Like, that's what I do, just don't fuck up. I don't know. I've never struggled to, like, make the right decision like that. I don't know. It's just never been something... Like, any time I had the chance to take advantage of someone, it didn't even occur to me to do it. So I don't know. I just don't know. I should go back in. You're trolling me. You were trolling me earlier, nerd. Come on. You know he's gonna be crazy as fuck when I go in there. I guess I'll have to be filming or he might flip out. It's so frustrating. I'm gonna have to go in and play pretend like it's all groovy when I know it's fucking not. I'm not groovy at all, man. I'm not fucking groovy at all. Yeah, I've been homeless for years. Well, not years. Homeless on and off since I was a teenager. Rogan never really made his home like a safe environment for me, and usually I'd be paying most of the bills, which was kind of unfair. I don't know, there's not really a lot of help and resources for the homeless right now. People would hook me up with free food and shit. You know, I've never been without a toothbrush. But yeah, I was born April 18th. Sorry about that. He's calm now. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't like being on his live stream because he plays a character that's really unpleasant for me. Yeah, he's calm in there now? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, he just says this shit off camera, and today it wasn't just, like, threatening me or telling me he's gonna take me to the hospital. Dude, I've been trying to remember to do it, but it's, like, random moments, and, actually, my new phone might be able to record all day, I don't know. So, and I was running my map program earlier and couldn't really record at the same time, so I've been, like, not able to record it. I don't feel like I really need to prove anything because his own behavior is going to prove me right over time. Even if I never talk to him again, he'll interact with other people and make his true character known. So, if you If you wait till the lake is calm, you can see all the way to the bottom of it. Yeah, I know, he was a bad father, and it sucks to admit it because, like, my mom was so much worse. It really felt for a long time like he was a good part of my life, and that's the reason that I wanted to give him another chance. Yeah, no, these accusations are real. I try to focus on music on my channel. I actually just have my YouTube channel as like an addendum to my Tumblr page, which is where I post my real work. I'm a cartoonist. I'm not really a YouTube star. I'm sure I look good on video, but it's not really my thing. Yeah, controversy creates views. That'd be cool. Yeah, he's not that popular. Like, my work is already more popular than his, actually. I've been living only off my own work for like 5 years. I mean, there's no spies. I want his fans to see what I'm saying because it's frustrating that he lies about me. And I wish he would stop, but I don't think he can anymore. I don't know if he ever could, you know. I didn't know him when he was young, obviously. Um, I have a job. I'm a cartoonist. I've already said this. I own my own business. I'm a cartoonist. Um, I do have like some serious health conditions that prevent me from getting like a job in retail anymore because I'm really sensitive to scented cleaners and other scented products. Like if someone walked in wearing perfume, I would go into anaphylaxis at my last job. So it would make me very, very ill. And I've just been trying to make my artwork work for now. And I did have a car and a house year before last, but the economy is dog shit right now. Um, but I do still live off my work, and I am proud of that, even if it's hard sometimes, but it's worth it. And when I have extra money, even if it's just a couple bucks, I give it away to people who need it because that's the right thing to do. Yeah, I've literally never watched his show, and he's like convinced that I have and I'm lying about it. I don't know why, because I lived on the Rogan show for 8 years, and I've never wanted to tune in, ever. I had plenty. Um, but that's like, you know, that's for you guys. That's not for me, obviously. He is very charming in some ways. Mm. I personally, I prefer to, well, I can draw in any style, pretty much, but I really prefer retro style 1940s talking animal cartoons. My biggest hero is, oh my gosh, what is his name? Walt Kelly. Walt Kelly's Pogo is the most brilliant comic ever written. Yes, I watched the first season of The Boys with a friend in Ithaca. I really enjoyed it. I like pretty much everything I watch, actually. I feel like almost every work of art has something to appreciate about it. Yeah, he has had me arrested. He lied to the police that I had attacked him when he hit me first, twice. And that was twice that the police believed it. He tried to lie and say that every time, but they didn't always believe it. Those 2 times, he had bruises worse than mine, and they had arrested him the previous time they were called. So they said in Tampa it was their policy to arrest the other party if they got multiple calls for the same thing. And both times, because it was self-defense, it was thrown out of court, so to my knowledge, I don't have a record. Um, they didn't even want me to come to the hearing because they threw it out so quickly. I showed up and they were like, "Why are you here? You should call the head." Um, I would love to show my artwork, but the car is locked right now, and if I go back in there, I'm just gonna like go to bed because I'm stressed. But one day, you can look at my artwork. It's kachachati.tumblr.com. That's KACCVCATE. Um, you know, I don't remember my favorite character on The Boys. I think I probably liked them all. I remember the sense of humor, and I loved the violence. I mean, Jesus, we're pretty fucking far still. It's gonna be another day's drive. Unfortunately, I really hope he doesn't fucking flip out at me. I'm gonna have to go in and play like it's all cool and not talk about it, but he said shit tonight that really freaked me the fuck out. I was really hoping that it was all lies because, like I said, Margaret lied about a few things about me over the years, and now I'm hearing she's sorry, which is nice to hear, because it did fuck up some relationships for me, but not the important ones, because the older people knew not to take it seriously, and most of my friends are adults and not young people. But I like, yeah, so just the few lies thrown in just made me want to discount all of it, because I wanted to give him another chance to be a good father, but the way he's acting is exactly like it was before, except now he's like worse in some ways, because he's got this YouTube show to gaslight me with. And it's so frustrating because used to it was just him one-on-one saying these things to me, and then if I disagreed with him, he would flip out and hit me. But now, instead of doing that, he puts on this show and he starts gaslighting me and getting people to agree with him on complete lies because they don't know the whole truth, and they're assuming because he's a man maybe that he's telling the truth, or just because he's not letting me speak or something. But there's just no fucking way that I can just let it be, like if he just, I don't know, and just like, I don't know. No, there's no way I can stay with him. My plan at the moment, which may change, but I am in a group chat for LGBT people relocating to the area. I'm hoping someone there will help me. But if anything, I will hopefully talk to John Porky, store my stuff at his house, and just find somewhere else to stay and move my stuff when I find it. I hope it won't take me too long. I've only got 2 boxes. Even a friend's house I can store stuff at, even if I can't sleep there, that's not too hard to find usually for me, because I'm pretty chill. So. Oh, I don't know if I got to the part in that show with Black Noir, because I feel like I would have remembered that. I really only watched the first season, but I did really enjoy it. I should finish it sometime. I just don't watch a lot of TV, so when I visit with people, a lot of my friends will invite me over just to watch movies with me because I'm chill. Um, I have never looked at the Reddit page. I've had other people, not just Rogan, explain to me some of the accusations, and definitely some of it's made up. Like the part where I got kidnapped as a kid, that never happened. I would remember, because I have very clear memories going back to early childhood. But as to whether things happened that I didn't witness, I can't say whether or not that really happened. And just because someone is saying one thing that's not true doesn't mean that everything they're saying is not true. I will not tell Rogan he's a narcissist. He gets really mad when I do that. I'm going to try to go to sleep. Yeah, Rogan does not care when I cry. Sometimes earlier I cried while I was driving and he comforted me, but I think it was just because y'all were watching. Because often when I cry and no one's watching, he'll hit me or yell at me or threaten to send me to the hospital. If you'll come get me where I am, I will put all of my stuff on the sidewalk right now and wait for you, brother. The LGBTQ movement reformed. Nice. Schizophrenia is based. All of my best friends are schizophrenic. Oh man, schizophrenia is cool. I mean, not like if it's like hurting you, but like schizophrenics are cool to talk to. I feel like it's a really unique thing to be able to exist in multiple realities at once inside your mind. It's something I've tried to practice doing myself. So I think I'm technically schizoaffective because I don't have a lot of hallucinations or anything. Yeah. Some of my best friends have schizophrenia. My wife has schizophrenia. She's so beautiful. I think about her every day. Mm. When I run out of weed, I have to go back in. Or smoke another cigarette with the world's driest mouth. Fuck. I don't want to go back in. I don't want to go back in. Oh, is Rogan watching now? Meow. Okay, well, he can watch me walk back inside, I guess. Fuck, I don't want to do this. I hit the camera button again. My phone's got a camera button on the side. Oh, excuse me. Man, I always have indigestion. I think it's the AS. I don't know. Nothing I eat hits me right. I want to fucking walk back up here. Fuck. This sucks. Yeah, I mean, Rogan's connection to the Athabascan Nation is really valuable to me, personally. I think it would be a great influence on my work to be able to connect with that culture. But he's never been connected to it personally since he was 7. So... Oh, okay, you can just email me. I'm redpanther418@gmail.com. That's my professional email. Fuck, I don't want to do this. This is getting retarded. Fuck, I don't want to do this. Fuck. You know, you could. My PayPal is redpanther418@gmail.com. If you send the money, I'll try to do something. But I don't know where I would go after that. You know, I don't have a car, is Rogan's. So it would be a big expense, but my heart is fucking racing right now. I don't know if I can go in. Rogan's the worst singer you've ever heard. I like his music, that's the worst part. Fuck. I don't think there's Ubers out here. Because it's the middle of nowhere. I don't want to have fucking drama at the hotel either. It'd be a big fight. I'd rather save it for the morning. I don't know what to do here except to keep fucking going through. I knew this would be awful, but goddamn. As long as I don't get my ass beat or go to jail, it'll be a good trip, okay? That's all I've been saying. So, God bless America.
Hey, are you gonna come inside?
Am I? Okay, I'm coming in.
If you want to.
What's up? Love you too.